Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining MAGNiTT's webinar on the rising industries in the MENA region. I hope you find this insightful. Over the past couple of years, we've been seeing industries outshining others in the ecosystem. However, the changing and growing needs in our evolving world are pushing into a more diversified basket of industries. While fintech remains the industry king in MENA, the pandemic and the period following it, along with our fast-paced world and the need of automation, paved the way for retail, education, and enterprise technologies to grow. Okay, so starting with how the VC market performed in the MENA region during this year. So, while 2022 was the best year yet for the MENA region in terms of funding, as we can see in this chart, mainly driven by the positive impact of the spillover effect from Q1, spillover effect from 2021 into Q1 of last year. We can see here that 2023 did not seem to keep up the pace, with the funding and deals to date seeing their lowest in more than 2 years. Hence, today we will be learning more about the evolution of e-commerce, retail, EdTech, e-commerce/retail, EdTech, and enterprise software in the MENA region over the past 5 years to date. To start with, what is e-commerce? So e-commerce is the buying and selling of goods and services, or the transmitting of funds or data over an electronic network, primarily the internet. The importance of e-commerce rose during the pandemic as contactless trade was needed. These business transactions occur either as a business to business, B2B, business to consumer, B2C, consumer to consumer, or consumer to business. The retail industry consists of all companies that sell goods and services to consumers. Our definition includes electronic marketplaces, e-commerce builders, wholesale, e-retailing, mobile commerce, stock management, in-store experience, and operation solutions. E-commerce, just like all other industries that are arising, has plenty of benefits, of which we mention customer centricity, mobility, rise of radical transparency, data-driven decision-making, data usage to enable automation, and sub-industry evolution. Despite its strengthening position, the industry is still facing numerous challenges. So, of the opportunities I mentioned, low startup costs, global reach, so e-commerce businesses can reach a global audience as there are no geographical limitations. There is a 24/7 customer service. The business centers can offer a 24/7 customer service as there's no need to be open during specific hours. The industry has data-driven insights, so businesses can collect data about their customers and use this data to improve their product, services, and marketing campaigns. Scalability, e-commerce businesses can be easily scaled as there is no need to hire additional staff or rent additional space as businesses grow. However, there are also some challenges that e-commerce startups face. These include competition. The e-commerce market is very competitive, so it's not important to find a unique selling proposition that will set your business apart from the competition. Customer acquisition and retention, security, and compliance, which is the e-commerce business needs to comply with a number of laws and regulations, such as those governing taxes, shipping, and privacy. So, e-commerce and retail seem to be MENA's rising star this year. As we can see on this chart, in the years following the pandemic, we can see e-commerce slash retail up-leveling its activity, with 2021 seeing the highest number of deals at 118, and the value of funding nearing the 500 million mark. 5-year CAGR for the industry between 2018 and 2022 stood at 19%. This year seems to have a different story. So total funding for e-commerce in the MENA region this year to date is at 380.3, which is mainly driven by 2 mega deals that were closed, and we will, moving forward, we will learn more about them. However, it captures nearly 90% of what was covered in 2022 full year. Okay, so at the country level, KSA led MENA countries in funding, even when stripping the impact of the 2 mega deals closed earlier in 2023 by Floward and Nana. Egypt reigned over MENA peers by deals, and as we can see moving forward into the market map, which is my favorite current feature of MAGNiTT's platform, we are going to see now 3 market maps over the flow of this webinar. The first one is the market map by countries for the e-commerce and retail. And as we can see in the market map, that Egypt came second in terms of the number of startups funded between 2018 and 2023 to date at 100 startups, while UAE led in terms of e-commerce/retail startups in the aforementioned period with 106 funded startups between 2018 and 2023 to date. At the level of e-commerce sub-industries, electronic marketplaces crossed the $1 billion mark in total over the covered period, capturing a share of 61% of total funding. In deals, sub-industry also led with a share of 67%. The highest funded startup in electronic marketplaces was over the covered period. So between 2018 and 2023 to date was absolutely KSA's online grocery store, Nana. E-retailing was the second highest, biggest contributor to the industry, with full-fledged e-commerce solution that offers prime fresh cut flowers, Floward closing its $156 million deal in February of 2023. At the level of M&A activity in e-commerce and retail, the exits covered by the industry, the acquisitions in the industry covered 19% of MENA's exits between 2018 and 2023 to date. UAE led with a share of 42%, of which the latest was UAE's Namshi, which was acquired by Noon. Moving forward to another rising industry in the region, education technology, also known as EdTech, which was like the star of education during the pandemic. EdTech refers to anything that's hardware or software designed to enhance teacher-led learning in classrooms and improve students' education outcomes. However, what's interesting and limited about EdTech is that it's still focused across very limited sub-industries. So its sub-industries include e-learning, corporate learning, and coaching. Benefits of EdTech are that they provide opportunity for remote learning. And this is one of the most crucial benefits of EdTech, is that it allows students to learn from virtually anywhere. There are no longer restrictions keeping students and teachers in the classroom or even in the same geographic location as their instructors. When a student has the freedom to learn, it can make learning more convenient. Individualized learning plans, increased student engagement. It makes collaboration easier, and it actually alleviates. So it like reduces some of the instructor stress, and it's easily accessible. In terms of opportunities, we can see that as a result of this growth, there are a number of opportunities for EdTech startups. These include the global market. The EdTech market is global, and there is a large and growing demand for educational technology solutions in countries around the world. The changing landscape, so the traditional education system is facing a number of challenges, including rising costs, declining student performance, and increasing competition from online learning platforms. This is creating an opportunity for EdTech startups to provide new and innovative solutions and the availability of technology. So technology is becoming increasingly affordable and accessible, which is making it possible for EdTech startups to develop and deploy innovative learning solutions. However, despite these challenges, the EdTech industry is a vibrant and growing market with a lot of potential challenges. To start with, competition, the EdTech market is highly competitive with a large number of startups and established companies vying forward for a market share. Regulation, the EdTech industry is subject to a number of regulations, which can make it difficult and costly for startups to operate. Scaling, which is the fact that EdTech startups can be difficult to scale as they often require significant investment in marketing and sales to reach a larger audience. And to add to that, technology, which is the EdTech industry, is constantly evolving, and startups need to be able to keep up with the latest technologies in order to stay competitive. Moving forward to the data on EdTech in MENA saw a 5-year CAGR of 47% between 2018 and 2022. 2022 was the star year for EdTech with $77.1 million in total funding. Similarly, it was the highest for the industry in terms of deals. And as we can see on the chart, between 2018 and 2022, there was a consistent growth in the industry. At the level of countries, we can see that KSA led with 34% of the total EdTech funding, amounting to $75 million captured over the years. However, Egypt was again the star in terms of the total number of deals closed for the industry. As we can see over the covered period, there were no mega deals closed for education technology startups. Looking forward into the growing EdTech industry, we can see that we can see that e-learning captured around more than 90% in deals and funding out of the total 217.4 total funding closed for the industry between 2018 and 2023 to date. E-learning was the star, capturing more of 90% of the total funding. And at the level of deals, we can see that both e-learning was king. However, corporate learning did take up a share of the deals closed for the industry. Looking at another market map, we can see that the MAGNiTT platform currently, you can find at the MAGNiTT platform the EdTech startups or any other industry startups broken down by sub-industries. So here we can see e-learning sub-industries, corporate learning sub-industries, and coaching sub-industries, and the total number for each sub-industry between the brackets. At the level of exits, we can see that M&A activity was limited in between 2018 and 2023 for the EdTech startups. However, we can see a total of 7 exits for the industry. UAE and Kuwait tied with two exits each. For Kuwait, it was for Panda and Daurat, which both happened in 2021. However, for the UAE, it was for Nadrus.com and Knowledge Planet UAE. One happened in 2019, and the latest was during March 2023. The third rising industry star was enterprise software. What is enterprise software and what does it span? So, enterprise software, most companies, startups, educational institutions, small, large, no matter what their size is, are heading towards more of an enterprise software system. So it's a broad term that refers to any software used by businesses to automate and manage their operations. It can include a wide range of applications that target different sub-industries. So when we're looking now forward towards the sub-industries of enterprise software, we can see that this spans the different realms its basket is super diversified. These include customer relationship management, enterprise resource planning, supply chain management, and human capital management. The sub-industries on the MAGNiTT platform include recruitment, analytics, productivity, payroll, HR management, CRM software, professional corporate services, project management software, and interior design, among others. The benefits of enterprise software are also plenty, of which we mention higher management performance. So no matter how the manpower and human power is like key to any job or to any institution, sometimes automation is key to like be more efficient. So enterprise software serves in higher management performance, improved coordination and tracking, precise planning, especially in terms of project management, better competitiveness, flexibility, and cost effectiveness. So despite its strengthening position, enterprise software is also facing a lot of challenges, of which we start with a changing landscape. So we can see that among all technology industries, opportunities and challenges are nearly aligned. With the difference lies in the focus of each industry. So in terms of changing landscape, the enterprise software market is constantly changing with new technologies and trends emerging all the time. This provides more opportunity for startups to develop new and innovative solutions that meet the needs of each business. The need for customization. So as we mentioned earlier, the need for efficiency is growing in our businesses currently. So each business might require a certain level of customized software. So many businesses need enterprise softwares that are customized to their specific needs. This provides opportunities for startups to develop software that is tailored to the specific requirement of individual businesses. And the need for expertise. So many businesses do not have expertise or resources to develop their own enterprise software. This provides opportunities for startups to provide consulting and development to businesses. However, at the level of challenges, these are some of the challenges. So enterprise software can be of a significant high cost for or investment for businesses. Complexity, which encompasses enterprise software, can be complex to implement and use. So sometimes it takes like a long period of time to implement the software. Training, employees need to be trained on how to use enterprise software, which can be time consuming and expensive. And integration, enterprise software often needs to be integrated with other systems, which can be sometimes a challenge. Enterprise software sees growing interest, with 2021 the star of the period. So 2021 was the best year yet for enterprise software, with crossing the $100 million mark for the first time ever. It saw also the first mega deal, which we will be discussing later in the presentation. However, between 2022 and 2018, the industry saw a 5-year CAGR of 17.4%. This year seems to capture. This year seems to not yet like. This year seems to be on the go for enterprise software. We still did not see any big deals, with the funding to date at $21.4 million across 11 deals. KSA, I believe KSA was king across the 3 top industries discussed in today's webinar. So Uniphonic put Uniphonic's $125 million deal closed in 2021 put KSA ahead of MENA peers in funding. However, we need to mention that if we strip the impact of the mega deal, we can see that UAE starred in terms of enterprise software. and enterprise software funding and deals, which stood at 72 deals over the covered period. Again, to highlight one of the interesting features of the market map, we're going to see here the breakdown of enterprise software startups by business type. So we can see here the B2B, B2B2C, platform, B2C, and B2G. To highlight some of the features of the market maps on MAGNiTT's platform have certain filters by country. So you can filter them by region and by country, and by industry and by sub-industry. And then you can see the market map broken down depending on the country, industry, business type you want to see. So we can see up here that enterprise software startups have a total of 271. My filter was MENA region, so there are 271 startups, enterprise software startups funded in the MENA region between 2018 and 2023 to date. And this is the breakdown I chose, which is the business type. At the level of sub-industries in the enterprise software between 2018 and 2023, we can see that CRM software led in terms of funding, capturing the biggest share of capturing the highest share of total funding in the aforementioned period, and recruitment was the share of 35%. Recruitment was the star in the number of deals with 20.2% of total number of deals. We can see that analytics came second with with a share of 18.3% of the total deals. Exits in enterprise software stood at 12 in the covered period. UAE covered 50% of those exits, so 6 exits between 2018 and 2023 for enterprise software startups were by the UAE, with the latest being that of Bluevoo, which was acquired by KSA's Kabi. That's it in terms of rising industries. MAGNiTT can always help you with the so as we expand into Southeast Asia, our coverage is growing, and we are always maximizing the added value for our clients, which includes governments, venture capital firms, service providers, and corporates. Our MAGNiTT directories include startups, exits, investors, and which startup valuations, investor capital deployed, and exportable contact details. Our market map, as I mentioned earlier, are customizable based on whatever requirements you need. Our analytics is one of the largest data directories, including market sizing, benchmarking, geographies, industries, in addition to analyzing investor activity and exits. And the APIs, which are access data on demand through our API and integrate the data you need when you need it to your tools. And now we're open to questions. So no questions for today's webinar. Thank you everyone for attending. I hope this was insightful. We're looking forward to hosting more webinars during the coming year, and we're looking forward to having you there. I want to thank everyone at MAGNiTT's team for our growing success. Thank you.